It's all new Geo Boogie Stencils. Take 13. Action.
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13.
And your birthday is the 13th, and Klimp's is the 14th of July.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
We're like twins.
Not for the gender and age difference, but yeah, just like twins.
Otherwise, yes.
Yeah, otherwise, yeah, like you and Arnold Schwarzenegger or Danny DeVito, one or
Right.
the other, right? Yeah.
Yes.
8 brand new Geoboogie designs. You can kind of see the indexed patterns here. I will show those to you in the video, and Elizabeth is going to show you how to create this really awesome print.
I am in love with this layered print with the awesome geometric boogie stencil patterns together. You know, mostly I do a bunch of curvilinear stuff, swirls and curls and spirals. So this is a bit of a departure, and it was super fun to work with a bit more of geometric patterns instead of the curvy patterns.
Yeah,
So.
it's very different than what I'm accustomed to seeing from Elizabeth, but she's right. It's fun to play with something different and new, and so we had a really good time playing with these.
Yeah, they're different and fun and new, and who doesn't like all of that?
That's right. You want to go show them how to make that print?
Yeah, let's show them how to make this print.
All right. This collection that makes me laugh every time I say it, that Elizabeth named Geoboogie, includes 8 designs, and I'm just going to show you. I've indexed each of them using some distressed mica stains because it's shiny and it makes me happy, just so that you can kind of get a sense of the overall pattern, because we can't show you all 8 in the video. So this is Geoboogie Alien Attack Tetris Recycled. This is Geoboogie Art Deco. And then we have Geoboogie Checkmate and Geoboogie Daisy Chain. Geoboogie, these were supposed to be in alphabetical order, but clearly I screwed that up. This is Geoboogie Weaving, and then Geoboogie Diamondback, Geoboogie Harmony, and then we have Geoboogie Ropes, and I get an F for alphabetization, but we get an A+ on the stencils.
Why do they need to be alphabetized? Who
That's
cares?
just my anal type A personality coming through. That says
I
they
didn't
should
even
be.
notice.
Yes, so this is the 8.
And do you know what the Geo stands for?
I have no idea.
Geometric.
Oh, okay. I thought that there was some weird message there that I was missing.
No, it's the geometric boogie.
Okay, Geoboogie it is.
So I'm going to show you how to use these 2 stencils from the Geo Boogie collection to make a really fun print in a slightly different way than I typically do. So this one is called Daisy Chain, and this one is called Diamondback. So the thing I'm going to do first is I'm going to put the Daisy Chain stencil down onto a clean gel plate. Let's see if I can get that more in the middle here. Better. Okay, so, and I'm gonna roll the paint on top and through the stencil to put it onto the plate in this pattern. So instead of putting the paint down first and then the stencil second, I'm gonna change the order. So I'm using an opaque teal that I'm gonna put right on top of this stencil. So I squeeze it around in a couple of different places, and then I'm gonna brayer it through the pattern. So you want to make sure that you get solid coverage through all the openings. And then the other thing you want to do is to rinse this stencil kind of pretty much right after you take it off, because it's a decent amount of paint that you're putting on top of it. Okay, so let's get that all in a complete pattern. And I'm using a 6-inch brayer here, which is really nice because it covers that 9x12 stencil and the 9x12 gel plate a little bit easier than anything smaller. Okay, so I think that's pretty solid. I don't see any more empty spaces. So then what you're gonna do is take the stencil off, and you have that beautiful pattern transferred to Barb's gonna take that and clean it for me, transferred to the plate. So then what you wanna do is roll your brayer off onto a clean sheet of paper so that you don't get a huge amount of paint buildup. And sometimes those roll-off sheets are more interesting than anything else you've made all day. So I'm just gonna roll that off, and then I'm gonna give this some time to dry before I put the next layer on it. Okay, so this layer is dry now, and the next step is to put the second stencil, the Diamondback, on top, and we're gonna do the same thing again with a contrasting color, or you could stay in the family of blues if you wanted it to be a blue print, but I'm going to use a contrasting color, and this is like a pyrrole red, because the Barb and I both agreed that we really like the combo of the teal with the pyrrole red. So
You looking for another tube?
I don't know. Oh, there's some. You just kind of got to really squeeze it.
Okay. What's this?
Here's the pro tip. Barb likes to cut the end off of these tubes and scoop out all that's left with a palette knife, and that is a good way to make sure that you don't waste any paint.
I do that with hand cream and those kinds of things too.
Toothpaste.
Yeah, well, not toothpaste, because I can pretty much flatten the toothpaste. You're going to need some more paint.
Yeah.
That's pyrrole red.
Yeah, pyrrole red.
Let's see what I can find here.
Then the other key is to make sure you throw the tube out when it's empty and not back into the pile.
Where is that too?
Because they pop back up and they look, they pop up and they look like they're full.
Yeah, they re-expand.
And they're not. So I got a little bit more.
Yeah.
I could mix another color in with it.
Well, do you want some, what have I got here? Want some carmine?
Sure.
All right, here's some carmine.
All right.
A little bit deeper.
So this is a little bit deeper red, less orange. We can mix a little bit of that in because clearly somebody has been enjoying the pyrrole red.
I like that combination with the turquoise and the black.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I mess with that a lot.
All right, so this will give us a little bit of a variation in the red, but very similar. Obviously, you can mix a pyrrole red. Pyrrole red is kind of an orangey red, so you can always add a little orange into your red or a little yellow into your red.
At this point, I'm hard pressed to really, I mean, I know it's there because I saw you do it, but it's really hard to see where you even added the other color.
Yeah, we may
You're
see it.
blending the heck
We
out
may
of
see
it.
it more in the print on the bottom level, but okay. So now it's the same. That was the same step as the first step. So now we've added a second pattern. I'll give that to you.
Thank you.
Onto the plate. So now we have to wait for this to dry, and then we're gonna pull it with this fantastic kind of acid green color. So we have a combo of really contrasting colors. But like I said, you can do this technique and stay in shades of blue or try it in your own set of colors. What I will say is that the teal is an opaque color, so you won't see through the teal. And you can tell that because it has this solid box right here. So that means anything that we put behind the teal is not going to show through it. So we will have that teal pattern on top, because whatever goes down first when you press the paper and pull it up is what you see on the top surface. So I'll show that when we print it. But let's give this a minute to dry. Okay, so now the last step is to put this very funky green over the whole thing. So this is not through a stencil. This is just over the whole thing. We're gonna roll that out into a nice thin layer. And this layer will moisturize the plate to release the previous two layers, which are dry. You wanna make sure that's dry, because if you roll over it when it's wet, you're gonna smudge your pattern. So there's a nice thin layer, and we're gonna take the Yasutomo sketch rice paper on the smooth side, and we're gonna put the smooth side down on the plate. Line it up. And I'm gonna apply pressure with the Baron. This is called the Baron. A lot of people ask me what the name of this tool is. It's a Speedball 4-inch red Baron, and we will link that product plus all the others for you below the video. Okay, so I'm gonna press this all flat, and then I'm gonna give it some time to dry, because we need it to dry onto the paper so it will release off of the plate. And kind of a good rule of thumb is when you feel the back of the paper, right now it feels moist and kind of cool, but especially moist. So when it's dry, it'll feel more dry. So I'm saying like we'll probably give it 10 minutes and then we'll pull the print. Okay, so now to feel it, it doesn't feel damp anymore. So what you want to do is pull up a corner and do a test. And I'm not seeing any paint left on the plate, so that's awesome. Everything is pulling up like 100% clean. Look at that. And look at that color combo.
It makes my eyes go boing, boing.
And look at the pattern combo. I love it. And this is why we like this Yasutomo sketch rice paper, because this is sticking to the plate, right? I mean, it's a solid contact, so you got to pull it off. And a thinner rice paper will sometimes tear under that kind of pressure when you're pulling it off the plate. Look at how beautiful.
Pretty. I like those colors.
I love these colors, and I love the combination of these patterns. And like I said, so as I was mentioning earlier, the teal, the first thing we put on the plate is what is on top on the paper. So whatever you put down first and then you stack the other layers behind it, you're going to see it in the opposite order. So what you see on the top of the paper is what went down first, and that was that teal color. And I made sure that was an opaque color, so that means I don't see the red and the green through that first layer pattern. And the same thing with the red. The red that we used is partially opaque, so that's what this halfway filled box means. And I laid it on pretty thick, so I don't see the green coming through the red. So this is important to understand when you're layering these patterns, because if you use a translucent paint, that means you're going to see through it. What do we have? Anything over here that's translucent?
I'm going to try to find some. This purple is actually completely transparent. As dark as it is, that's a transparent color.
Yeah, so as dark as this is, it's a transparent color, and you can see, because you may not be able to see it in this.
The box is completely
open. The box is completely open. So let me find another one that's open.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. I'll just edit this out.
This is, this one is open.
Ah, here we go.
Okay.
I've got this one that you can see a little easier. So see how that box next to the 504 is open. I don't know if this is focusing on that. But anyway, that box is open. So that means this is a completely translucent color. So if I had used this for my first pattern, I would be seeing the red and the green right through this. So you do need to consider that when you're layering. Do I want to see through this, or do I not want to see through this? And I'm not saying one is better than the other. Sometimes I love to see through the layers, but in this particular instance, I didn't want to see through the teal blue. So you want to keep that in mind. Anyway, this is a beautiful print that I'm super excited about with my new Geo Boogie stencil and mask collection. Nobody will notice. So anyway, that's that.
8 Geoboogie designs for you to play with. We certainly played with them. 8, yes. 8.
Remember the guy that counted on Sesame Street?
The count.
Yes. One new stencil design. Two new stencil
That's
designs.
Right, yes.
Yeah. You don't need me to go all the way through to late. But yeah, it was good. He was purple, right? And he had little glasses.
And teeth.
Did you watch him on WBZ out of Boston?
Yes. This is what happens when you grow up with New England. There's 4 TV stations.
That's it. That was our PBS.
Yeah.
Aww.
So we had fun.
We did.
You can be the count from now on.
I will be. I'll get the cape.
Okay.
With the high collar.
Right. Yeah, the point.
You know me and my fashion. I would love that.
Yeah, because you can see how fashionable I am by comparison. I'm quiet and minimalistic. Elizabeth goes completely in the other direction.
Well, somebody has to.
That's right. You do it well.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, then.
And we will see you next week or at some point soon.
Next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.